Hey, y'all, it is always something janky going on up in here. Am I live? Am I in here? Okay. Happy New Year's Eve, y'all. Whenever you're watching this, it's New Year's Eve. I know the party animals are out doing their thing, or maybe, doing it at the house, Oh, I think D-Nice is coming on with the quarantine thing. I need to get in there. Y'all, this thing is like a lollipop stick. It is so hard. Why didn't I just put on my fancy stuff? Anywho, always something janky. Happy New Year's Eve, y'all. I got some notes lined up. I'm trying to be organized. Hey. Trying to be organized and whatnot. So it is a New Year chat. Oh, hold on, y'all. I got some stuff. I've been working. I'm trying to up my game. You know what I'm saying? Hold on. So I forgot to put this in here. Okay. How about that intro, y'all? We in 2021, you already see we stepping up the game in the streaming thing. So I'm working on it. So I've been enjoying live streaming in 2020, and 2020 has been a year like no other. Let me get to my notes, y'all, so we can keep it on track. I will recognize your comment. Oh, here y'all are already. Okay, who's in here? Rich Roots in the building. Happy New Year, darling. How are you? Welcome to the janky chat. You know it's gonna be janky, but I got some notes, girls. I'm trying to be for real on task. Okay, so I can let folks go watch other folks tonight. So I got some notes. So let me get over to my where I go over here to the banners or to the brand. Let's see. I think I go over here. Okay, so it's New Year's Eve. Last year, I'm telling y'all now, I did not. I have New Year's Day tradition. Am I live? Am I in here? Can you hear me? I think I'm good. I did not do something last year that I normally do on New Year's Day. I did not in 2020, January 1, J1 2020. I did not cook my traditional New Year's Day meal like the black eyed peas, the ham hocks, and the cabbage and the collards or the whatever green. You know what I'm saying? All of that is symbolism. I'm a Southern girl from Mississippi. Well, Mississippi. And Southern tradition is you cook those particular meals because it's supposed to symbolize good luck and prosperity. Well, the night before, 2019 New Year's Eve, so I was like, I don't feel like it. I don't even know what we ate, but it wasn't that. So part of the 2020 might be my fault, okay? Because I didn't do my part for the cause. I did not do my part for the cause. Parker Party of Two, welcome y'all. Welcome to the building. Congratulations y'all on your first live. Parker had her first live and they were doing a vision board. So that was really amazing. If you do a vision board, do you make yours New Year's Eve or do you wait until the new year? Personally, I do a combination. I don't make resolutions. Now, I don't do New Year's resolutions, but I do resolve to do better than I did the year before. Okay. Always trying to do my very, very best. Tanya Jackson, Happy New Year and welcome to the chat. Thank you for coming over. Oh, wow, y'all. Okay, so, this lipstick tie. This is a real show over here in this janky. But anywho, I did not do the 2020 traditional meal last year, so I kind of feel like I did not do my part with what was supposed to happen. And so this year I got my cabbage on deck. I got some black eyed peas over there soaking. I got my ham hocks, the hog maws, or whatever. I got smoked turkey parts. I'm doing my part for 2021 because we thought 2019. Remember the little meme that was going around, the lady stepping out of 2019 into 2020, stepping on all the junk that she left behind. 2019 didn't look so bad compared to 2020, did it? For me, okay? I want to first start off by acknowledging just a few people in in all our lives, like celebrities or famous people or people who became famous who lost their lives in this year. Just a few will be scrolling down, and some of the people we knew and some of the people became headlines because of what happened or the tragedy that happened, how like Kobe Bryant. Who knew? We thought with Kobe's passing, what could be more traumatic? And looking right around the corner, oh my goodness. And then it was Janae Dubois, Walona from Good Times, okay? I was not, I mean, you're never ready. And these are people that you don't know in real life. But sometimes when you watch their art or their work and it touches you, you feel like you know them, like being a YouTuber, you know? And so it's just like celebrities, Janae Dubois, Ahmaud Arbery, you know, just being him, going into a, what is it called? One of those little houses that you go in and look, the model homes, you know, who have not gone into a model home just to look around? You don't, you just in there looking, it's open, but you know, Breonna Taylor. Okay, I want to acknowledge her and her life in this live. George Floyd, I want to acknowledge him. And what I also remember about his life, I was not ready when the social media was posting it. I was not ready. So I logged on to Earthquake's Instagram. There was no warning. I had no idea what I was about to see. I was not prepared, and it rocked me to my core. I was not ready. I was not ready. And it just, oh, it just broke my heart. But I'm gonna tell you the bright side in that. No, the bright part of his homegoing service was when his niece got up and she spoke, and how she said that he was her Superman, and just how he busted through the door. Oh, that just is giving me chills right now, just remembering. So I just hope and pray, covering over everybody's family, and that we can just push through. Only difference that can be made, I think, is I only got one lane that I can drive in, and I can just do the best that I can do. I can't worry about people who may or may not have my best interests at heart. All I can control is this thing right here, and this pie hole right here, and just try to be the very, very best, okay? And also Congressman John Lewis, and then looking at his life and legacy. I mean, I don't know what your political stance is, but you know, Georgia flipped this year, and I just feel like it just had a lot to do with the life and legacy of Congressman John Lewis. And also on the list, I also have Chadwick Boseman, and I did a live chat about that the night that I found out that he had passed, and how it affected me, because of all the body of work that he leaves behind. Everything was so notable. James Brown, Thurgood or Marshall, all the things that Black Panther, of course. And then you look at Ma Rainey's Black Bottom, how he embodied every role. Of course, Denzel was probably he was a mentee of Denzel. So you know how Denzel embodies. And so even though his life was not as long as I would like for it to have been, to share his body of work, he has left some gems behind. And so that affected me, because his life legacy is to pretty much leave nothing behind. Enjoy life, embrace life, do all that you can, do good, you know what I'm saying? And so I take that from his life about that. So those are just a few people that you may know in your life as well that we lost in 2020. Ginger, not Ginger, but what's the name? From the Gilligan's Island. You know, I was like, oh no, Marianne. It's just so many people when I was typing up the names for this live chat. And I was like, oh my goodness, it would be a mile long. So I just kind of condensed it. Did we lose Kenny Rogers in 2020? 2020 has been such a year. Every day looked like the day before, but then it's like a new loss. Okay. Just in my own personal life, we've had family and friends who have passed, some from natural causes, some from coronavirus, some were murdered. Okay. I didn't come on my chat and talk about that, because I try to keep my channel, you know what I'm saying, where people can come and escape. So when a person is a content creator on YouTube, you never know what's going on behind that lens, behind that camera, behind the scenes. There's a lot going on. So you just never know. You guys are an outlet for a lot of us, and sometimes you know, we're an outlet for you, and vice versa. And so this 2020 has been a difficult year. It was a spring break that started and lasted for months, okay? Because for me personally, I went out on spring break and we did not go back, okay? And so I was blessed and fortunate to be able to work from home. Not everybody had that luxury, or because we have essential workers out there, frontline workers who have to be there. We're gonna shout out to the grocery store clerks. If it wasn't for the grocery store people, the people who make the, you know, the hourly wages or the minimum wages have been the backbone of keeping us together the truck drivers, you know what I'm saying? The firefighters, the police, the hospital workers, the nurses and the caregivers and bus drivers when the buses were running, you know what I'm saying? Just regular people working at the CVS, working at the Walmart, tired because now everything's been poured down on them. People looking for, you know, supplies and essentials. And so I just want to say thank you to all of you all out there, whether you ever watch this video or not, that I am thankful that you guys were able to sustain us. You know, I never felt the pinch in a sense, but I felt the anxiety. I had the, you know, day-to-day living mindset about it all, but I tried to keep my mind together by continuing to do videos, continuing to, you know, be somebody else's bright spot when behind the scenes, baby, first of all, she was falling apart. Second of all, she was weepy. And third of all, she was hot because, you know, my air conditioner went out in 2020. 2020 took the HVAC out. Okay. It was like, what in the HVAC is going on here? So, but yeah, the spring break that lasted for months. I'm trying to get through my notes so that I can definitely just keep this thing going. Shortages. We experienced shortages of toilet paper. I still don't know what the people was doing with the toilet paper. You know what I'm saying? I grew up in the country, and sometimes there wasn't no toilet paper. You had to improvise. I ain't gonna go too far, but you got to make it work. You know what I'm saying? So in this pandemic, I felt like being from the country, I was ready. Being a germaphobe, I was ready to, you know, oh, this is what we doing now. Okay, I'm ready. I have that survival instinct. Wasn't prepared all the way, but we never ran out of toilet paper, thank God. Because apparently I had bought some before we, you know, got into the situation. But to be able to go into a store and look and see the shelves empty, or watch the TV news and see the shelves empty, what were the people doing with the toilet paper, y'all? Have y'all figured out what we was doing with the tissue? Were we making soup? Because people were talking about sourdough bread. Was toilet paper the ingredient in the sourdough bread? Okay, because they were talking about, oh, the sourdough bread was one of the top trending things that people were trying to figure out how to make. Did you make any sourdough bread? I ain't never made no sourdough bread, and sure wasn't looking for it in 2020. So I don't know. But I got a comment. Hold on, you know I like technology. The comments. I love that spring break. Okay, girl. Yes, long as we were staying safe and doing that, what we were supposed to do, you know, it was like, okay. And because everything just happened. And I'm a public school educator. And so we were ready. Even though we may not have thought we were ready, all of the years of building technology, doing this and doing that, we were ready, and we were able to pivot and just keep it going. And so I just feel like 2020 forced us into the Jetsons age. Remember the cartoon, the Jetsons? It's like the space age family who lived, I don't know, I don't know where they live, but like they up in the air somewhere, and they flew in cars and all of that. But it's like 2020 forced our hands in technology. And so I'm like, okay. I felt comfortable with a lot of it, but just the newness, I didn't watch that show. What's the show that people watch with the people with the zombies and stuff? I'm like, oh, please don't let that start happening, because people was all into these zombie type situations before, and all of this survival of the fittest. I'm like, okay, I ain't trying to make this come to fruition, but I wouldn't survive that, because, you know, people out here trying to rob and take and steal. I ain't about that life, okay? But yeah, I sourdough bread was not on my list, y'all. Was not on my list. Okay. We had some new words in 2020. We had some new words. Okay, let me get this sourdough bread out the way. New words in 2020. New words: WAP, pandemic, quarantine, asymptomatic. I mean, really, all of these words have been, probably except WAP, in the Webster's dictionary, but it's like, who knew that we would be living long enough to live through a pandemic and to figure out, oh, quarantine, and that's really more than, you know, a small thing. It's like we were all in the pandemic quarantine and trying to figure this thing out. Then you learn, oh, asymptomatic about this coronavirus. It's like, oh my gosh, what is all this new language that I am not trying to put into my head? Okay. Oh, comments. Hold on, y'all. Let's get into these comments. You know, I love the comments. Hey Marquita, girl, how you doing? I was just watching your TikTok when you did the transition. Listen, y'all. Let me tell you, I am a #1 supporter. If you got content on social media, whether it's YouTube or Instagram, I'm watching. If I don't get a chance to comment, trust and believe, one of them views is mine. I'm watching the videos on my TV, on my phone, on the laptop. I am supporting, okay? So it may not be public all the time, but she watching. So hey, Marquita, Roots outside is closed, okay? I ain't thinking about outside. I was made for this. You know, I'm an only child. I ain't too big on people touching me. So it was like, woohoo. Didn't want to get too excited, but you know, it's kind of like, okay, I'm a YouTuber. You know, we talk to ourselves all the time, be by ourselves all the time. Okay. I loved it to the certain extent of, you know, not about the tragedy. I tried to look to the other side because it was some hellified stuff happening, okay? But you know, just trying to stay above the stuff that was going on. Absolutely. It was too much. It was too much. But you know, I just feel like the mindset. You know, I am someone who is probably y'all hold on. My BFF, y'all, if you watch the video that I did, they gave us some of these and she dared me. She didn't think I would. And I was gonna come in with it tonight. But I might really need this thing coming here soon because, you know, the numbers are coming back from Christmas. I stayed in the house, but I don't know what y'all was doing out there in them streets. But my BFF and her husband sent us these hazmat suits, y'all. I'm like, okay, am I going to have to figure out how to put this thing on? Look, it's a hood, but it's like I'm hot flashing. How am I going to make it with this? I don't want this. I need this thing to get on down so I'm not hot, y'all. Because when you start hot flashing, you know, the big 51, if I live to see next 52, child, hot, okay, hot. We don't need that, okay? So, it was called a movie. Oh, the movie called Quarantine. See, all of this stuff that's coming to fruition, all these crazy Hollywood productions are now like in your face. And if I didn't watch the stuff, I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing. I'm like, what? I wasn't ready, okay? Yes, sis, you are so welcome. Absolutely no problem. Look, I'm a supporter, okay? I am team support her. Yeah, we had the new words with the WAP and all that stuff. But let me get back. I got some notes, y'all, so I can try to wrap this thing up fast, okay? Let me go back and make sure that I go back and show. Yes, want to make sure I have that. Some things that I did in 2020 that I feel like I'm the most proud of. Collaborating and live streaming. I got started doing that in 2020, and that was something new. And the live streaming part especially started when I was doing the Ivy boxes. I would do the live unbox. Well, no, I would record my AKA Ivy box unboxings, and so back in like March. Before I was about to record the video, it was getting close to midnight. I got the phone call that a family member was. What is my fan, y'all? A family member had tested positive for coronavirus and was in the hospital. You know, and it was just, this is when it was still new. It was like, oh Lord, you know, so it was just stressful. So I wanted to process everything in my mind, but I still wanted to also put the video up. So what I did was, I'm like, well, let me just go on with this YouTube live thing. And then I did the YouTube live, and that's it. I got engagement, and it was like, oh God, I'm sorry, I'm hot. I got engagement, and so I was like, okay, well, this is what the people like. So that started me doing the live unboxings of y'all, and the heater is on. And this mailman, if you don't know me, the mailman is that man that got some papers on me and the policy. I was asking, you hot? I'm like, if you ask me one more time if I'm hot, because he over there with blankets and got the heat cranked up, and I'm over here sweating, okay, hot, flashing heat. I bet the heat probably on about 95 right now. And if you were with me, like Rich Roots, Marquita, you know that when the air was off for me, and it was just, if you have ever had your air to be out, and I'm in the South, and the HVAC, everything was on back order, and they couldn't get it. And so it was just like, what do? We had to go to Lowe's and get like some little, what you call it, like units, like the portable on the wheel type of thing you stick in the window. I mean, that worked, but it was like for one room, and then with the vaulted ceiling, it's like, dang, I need to get up there. Did the air up here or down here? So it was hot. So I don't like to feel hot, especially after going through a hot quarantine summer or spring and summer, and it's like trying to cook, and it was like I thought I wasn't gonna make it. So anytime I feel hot with the hot flashes, it's like extra hot. It's like, oh, I have flashbacks. Okay, ooh, child. I'm sorry, y'all. It's hot. But yeah, so I did the collaborating, and then I started doing the live streaming with the StreamYard, which is what I'm using now. I know my girl Rich Roots was doing it. I was trying to learn something the hard way. OBS was the open broadcast system that's free. But okay, I had been seeing Marquita using StreamYard. I'm like, okay, that looks interesting, but my mind. So then I just kept seeing it over and over on YouTube, and I'm like, well, let me just try it. I'm like, oh, who needs to learn OBS? Okay, because the StreamYard platform, not sponsored, but the StreamYard is so easy. Gabby, can you attest to how easy? Because she used StreamYard for her very first live earlier tonight, about 6 o'clock my time, and so she was able to get in there and do live streaming. So if you're trying to live stream and you want to do some things different in 2021, and you got an idea in mind, you got a platform that you want to get started, do it with live streaming. And even if you don't want to go live, you can do the record only feature and then post it later. You can post to several different platforms, whether it is YouTube, of course. You can go to what is the place? LinkedIn, Facebook. It used to be Periscope, Twitter, but I think they're changing that now to Twitter Live or something like that. Not Instagram. Instagram with their privacy and stuff, you can't do it there yet. But there's several, Twitch. There's so many different places that you can do. If you do Amazon live streams, I do Amazon live streams. It's a little bit more complex to do that, but you can also stream to your own website. It's just so much that you can do with StreamYard. I'm on the second level. Like there's a free version, then it's like the paid, and then it's like premium, okay, primo with everything. So I'm just mid-level. I love it. It gives me everything that I need, so I can put the comments in. So that is how, if you're watching videos and they're popping in comments live, like the news and everything, that is pretty much either one of the several different live streaming platforms, whether it's StreamYard or some others that you can use. But yeah. Let's see. Oh, I got my new word. Okay. Steph says, my favorite new word of 2020, entanglement. I had to look it up. What was like that was in the dictionary. Listen, let me tell you, you already look. Let me give it to you. I got a list of new words, but look, I got my favorite word for 2020. Hold on, let me take Steph out. Go back and take a comment out. Girl, my favorite word for 2020 was also entanglement. It just sounds so yes, let me go back and find it, y'all. Let me take the things down, because I want y'all to see that. I created that. I need y'all to see that. Okay, hold on, y'all. Let me go back. Brand and go to entanglement. Oh, it's still here. Hold on, y'all. One more time. Stick with, look, it's a learning platform, okay? Y'all stick with me, because you need to do this for yourself too. Okay, I need to go back to banner, take down collaborating. For the moment, I'm going to take down my fallen angels here, and I am going to go back to brand and go back, and you're going to see this drop, okay? You're going to see this drop. Can we say entanglement, boys and girls? I absolutely thought entanglement was my word of the year. It was like entanglement. It just sounds so illicit, right? Like, anyway, but it was just whatever. It's like one of my favorite words. Okay, comments. Let me go back to the comments. Okay. So yes, Steph MD, entanglement for 2020 got to be the best word of 2020. I mean, Jada Pinkett Smith, entanglement. Okay. Okay, Parker Party up 2. She enjoyed the Ivy unboxings. I appreciate it. We haven't gotten the one for December yet. It is what it is. Look, they were rolling from January up until now. I ain't mad. I can wait. When it gets here, it gets here, because they've been up against a lot. Shipping issues, manufacturer, all kinds of things. And so, shoot, I ain't mad. Okay. And then they cranked out the winter collection, and I am so grateful for the Ivy Storehouse for gifting me the winter collection. I have a video on that. I was not ready. I was doing a live unboxing. My BFF in the DMV and her husband had sent a bunch of things to us, and I was not ready. And all of that my BFF had sent, and then turn around and open up the second box, unexpected, from Ivy Storehouse, and it was like collection. Okay, I was like, oh my goodness. So the blessings outweighed the mess for me in 2020. It was a lot going on, but I had to just keep pushing myself to attract and just, change my energy so that I could stay afloat, to be here for you guys and for my family. You know what I'm saying? It was a different kind of year. Let's see. That word was new to me also, Stephanie. I mean, I don't know if you've heard of, well, let me tell you, here in Memphis, we have like traffic. Well, when you were listening to the radio, and one of the traffic reporters on the radio, I guess she was kind of from the news, but then they would, pop it over to the radio. It'd be like, oh, there's an entanglement over something. And I thought that was such a cute word, but to hear it for what it really, really could mean, it was just too much. Okay. And I like that little word. It was just hilarious to me. And they handled that well. I'm like, okay, Hollywood, whatever. But, it was fun watching from the outside. It couldn't be me up in no entanglement. Okay, no. Okay, typing with one hand, girl. You got an iPad, girl? Use that talk to text feature. Yes, but sometimes they get wrong too. But yeah, I love, like I'll send Duchess, Kiki, and other, like my family, when they be sending these long Instagram, look, push, hey girl, turn on the TV to so and so, so. Typing the team too much, okay? Okay, Ruth, one hand type, but I'm sure you got them. That thumb motion, girl. I'm sure you got it, okay? I'm sure you got it. Yes, Steph MD, team too much. I mean, it tickles me every time I hear it, okay? Yes, hand clap, give it up, give it up. We were on the same page, absolutely, sis. Entanglement was my word of the year. Some folks was into the WAP and the pandemic, asynchronous learning, asymptomatic, sourdough bread. It was about that entanglement, child. 2020 felt like a whole entire entanglement from the beginning right up until the end. But guess what? We're still here, okay? With everything that has happened and things that we have endured, that we have witnessed, and everything, people, 2020 needs to go. I want 2020 to have her whole 366 days, because it was a leap year, wasn't it? Because I think on the February 29th, I cut the cable. Yeah, so I think 2020 was just already just coming in kung fu fighting, okay? But yeah, I want to see all of the 366. I ain't trying to rush it. It was a different kind of year, but let me get all of it in. Long as I am still here, I'm a Christian, I believe in God, so you might hear me make references to God, but whatever your beliefs are, I respect your beliefs as well, and I would hope that we would have a mutual understanding, okay? But yeah, child, 2020 was something. I want to see all of it. Like, let me see it out at 11:59, and it's kind of raining here in Memphis. I hope ain't nobody out there shooting no fireworks. I'm like, okay, come on, 2020, clean yourself up. I mean, because they've been going, like 2019, they were shooting firecrackers in Memphis. And I know in Chicago, my girl Brandon Gibbs was like February. They were still shooting fire. Please. I don't ask for much, but, cool it with them fireworks. You know what I'm saying? You nervous, make folks nervous, think some shooting going on. I mean, it sounds like some bombs be dropping out there. I'm like, okay, hopefully none of the places was like, selling firecrackers this year. I don't know, because I only been to CVS. I went to Walmart one time and didn't know how to get in there. They had like the barricades and stuff up. I would go to Walmart before the pandemic, like 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning, and just get my little stuff and get on out of there. But once the pandemic hit, I was like, the mailman was still working out. So he would go out and get stuff. I didn't go to the grocery store. We started using the HelloFresh meal service. And so I just felt like I've got some comments on that as well. But that was a blessing for me and us to not have to just go out looking for food. And so when I had to go in Walmart for something one day, like way, like July, August. Okay, that's how long it has been. I was like, how do you get in here? If they had the barricades up, like you going to a Michael Jackson concert or a Prince concert or Whitney Houston or somebody concert, and it was like, man, all 3 of them people gone. Michael Jackson, Prince, Whitney. Live your best life, y'all. Live your best life. Whatever it is that you feel like you need to do, you don't need anybody's permission. Even though I'm telling you, you don't need nobody's permission to be who you are. regardless, all you can do is to give an account of how you lived your days on this earth. Because once they put, us away or whatever, it's over with. I lost my BFF in 2019. And let me tell you, as much as it hurt me to have to say goodbye to him because he was, y'all think I'm funny? He's hilarious. And I still say that in the present tense. He is hilarious because he's still up in here. Let me tell you, he would say the world don't owe him nothing because he lived his life and squeezed everything out. He enjoyed his life, okay? Enjoyed it. And so that's the kind of, belief that we need to all have. It's not all about having fun or whatever, but whatever your best life is, I mean, just do it. Have fun, whether it's who you love who you want to love. Charlie Wilson and Mr. Worldwide, I forgot his name, I forgot, out of Florida, got this song, love who you want to love, be who you want to be. I mean, I just love Charlie Wilson. I ain't got nothing to do with that. That's some folks' life. In the news right now, people talking about, oh, it's Tyler Perry, is it? I'm gonna tell you, I don't care. You know what I'm saying? I only care about the body of work that he gives. He ain't bothering no children. You know what I'm saying? And so let people live. That's why people are so stressed out now because they can't hardly live for us watching what they doing. Watch your own life. You know what I'm saying? Get yourself together. You know what I'm saying? It is just, I'm sorry, I ain't mean to get all off. That's why I got notes, girl. Get off this. Get back to your notes. We hear nothing but fireworks now, girl. Is it not raining there? Oh, look, I'm happy it's kind of cool out. I ain't got no wood. Please don't nobody shoot no fireworks around here. The fireworks have been going off here also for the past 2 hours. I just hope my neighborhood is shook and shut in and shut up. Okay, be quiet. I don't want to hear it. Don't want to hear it. Oh, yes, y'all, but I know, speaking into existence, right? You got to be careful what you put out. And I'm talking to myself as well, because thoughts do become things. If you've ever watched the movie The Secret by Rhonda Byrne or read the book The Secret, I know this is a different type of conversation, but regardless as to, you can notice when you talk about certain things, when you let certain things occupy your space, you bring it into existence sometimes. You know what I'm saying? And so I try to keep my mind and my heart as pure as I can. Now sometimes, I have to show them what I'm made of, because let me tell you, once upon a time, this right here, angry, mad, because, you know what I'm saying, as the only child, I had to be scrappy all the time, little. So I had to be ready at all time to be ready to fight or to cuss you out. And I'm just going to be 100. And so I still have those tendencies that slide through, because sometimes people will try to take my kindness for weakness and take my quietness for, oh, she don't know. No, I'm just not saying anything. Okay. I see a lot, and God has gifted me with the ability to have, some people call it vision. Some people call it, I don't know, foreshadowing, whatever. It's just things that happen. I have dreams. Don't run off. Don't leave me. But it's just, I use it for my good. I'm not one of those type of, things, but it's just, I just use it for keeping me grounded. Okay. And just keeping me in check. Cause let me tell you, baby, you want this, here it is. You want to get cussed out, say the wrong thing to her. Say the wrong thing. Or always ready to fight. Okay, man. And some of that still is up in me. So I have to keep, ooh, child. So when I'm quiet, people who don't know me are like, oh, they might mistake you for being weak, or you can run some stuff over on them, but you can't snow this one right here. She might not say nothing, but she looking and she's seeing, okay? But it's like, okay. And it's so much, because especially when you're online, folks online, oh, child, folks online try to get you. I got some notes, girl. Get to your notes, lady. But yeah, so yeah, I'm so happy that I have atoned and that I have more control over my emotions. I still talk with my hands. I have more control over how I respond. People will still say things, but it's like I respond differently. Having this time to be home, we pay all these monies to live in a house, rent a house, buy a house, or whatever. And we spend most of the time on the road driving, trying to get to the job to help us pay for this thing. But you ain't never in it. When you're in it, I got to cook. Oh, I got to clean. Got to do laundry. Okay, this pandemic has really opened my eyes to be able to enjoy the space. So 2020, 2021, I'm continuing to purge the people, the places, and spaces that no longer serve me. You know what I'm saying? I don't mean that in a demeaning way, but I mean that's not good for me. If something is broken, it's gotta go. If I've outgrown something, Fatty McFatty, it's gotta go. Let me bless somebody else with it. You know what I'm saying? And so, and just sometimes people, you have those energy drainers around you that lean on you. They don't even try to think for themselves. It's like, oh, and it's a librarian. You know, that's my job to be thinking for other people. But you know, sometimes when you got work, personal, family, online folks, you know what I'm saying? People in the stores wanting to ask you, it gets to be a little bit much. And I had a principal one time who told me some stuff, and I thought, man, that's a bunch of crock. But I knew where he was coming from. He said, and of course you've heard this, to whom much is given, much is required. But I said, no, Mr. Jones, I'm not buying that, because I feel like people will take that and run with that and feel like, oh, just because you're talented in this area, oh, you know how to, you know what I'm saying? Oh, let me just, and it gets to be exhausting, you know, because you might have family calling on you, you got friends calling on you. If you're someone, like I said, social media, you're being exposed to so much, you know what I'm saying? And it's just a lot. So some words that I have had to learn in my life is no, and that's the whole complete sentence. No, I don't have to say no, I don't want to, because, or no, I can't, because Shonda Rhimes. I know she said, you know, the power of yes or something like that, but no is a complete sentence. And it's all about self-care. 2020 was about self-care and getting your life together. So self-care is being able to tell someone no. You don't have every answer, don't have just because somebody fixed their mouth to ask you, they can ask, but the answer, if it's in your heart and your response, is no. You ain't got to say no. You ain't got to say no, but it's still no. But people act like sometimes, and I've experienced this now, and people act like you can't tell them no. If they fix their mouth to ask you, you're supposed to automatically say yes. I had a lady tell me that once, and I'm like, lady, are you tripping? But she was sincere. And I'm like, that's controlling. To me, that sounds like you want to control the entire narrative of this conversation or this transaction or this whatever. I've had people in my real life multiple times, not online folks, but people in my real life, not family, but you know, people, them people out there, literally cuss me out because they didn't understand how I knew something and they didn't. You heard what I said. They have cursed me out. Well, how you know that? How you know that? I want to say, well, look, dumb. First of all, I read. Okay, I've been a reader ever since I could read. Okay, and so learning has always been a passion. So now the geeky people, the nerdy people who created YouTube and Facebook and all, oh, now they reign in supreme because now you need the knowledge. But yeah, y'all, I've gotten cursed out at least twice. You know, it wasn't like no. These are people that I know, but still, they still curse me out because I knew something that they didn't know, or how to do something, not no hot, juicy gossip. Nobody care about that. But I'm talking about fundamentals, how to do X, Y, Z. And when the pandemic hit, woo, child, it was like, oh, anyway. But yeah, child, I done got cussed out because I was smart. I don't know no other way to say it, or that because I knew stuff. Read a book. Okay. Oh, okay, let's see. Anna, welcome. Amen. This pandemic has opened a lot of people's eyes, definitely, because we were just blindly going. Just gotta make the donuts every day. You gotta get up. It's like a routine, you know, so rote, just go, everything. Hi, good morning, how you doing? Fine, fine, and you. You know, you don't even know if the person really was fine. They might have said, I ain't doing good, and you just keeping on going because you have already controlled the narrative of that conversation. Okay, and so 2020 has definitely opened a lot of our eyes and mine, especially, girl, boy, this heat them come back on. Look at this. She glossy. Okay. But yeah, it's 2020 has definitely been one for the books. It has been definitely filled with a lot of destruction, a lot of death, a lot of sickness, a lot of hardships, economic downturns, losses of jobs. But I just feel like we can't stay there. We have to find a way to bounce back. If you lost your job, that might be the blessing for you to create your own business. Okay. You know what I'm saying? I just feel like in every situation there is a response that you can, turn it around. Yes, it might be negative, but you know what? When things happen, you got to be ready to respond. And I've often, if you know me in real life, I have a story that I have lots of stories that I have never shared on YouTube. Maybe at some point, because God has given me in 2020 when I was hot, gave me a vision to do something. And I can't tell you what it is right now, but it's coming. I could have done it in 2020, but it was like, it just wasn't time. It wasn't time. So hopefully in the first quarter of 2021, I can, take that blessing and make it work. But anywho, I have lots of, I'm sorry about the popping, but it's real life. Okay. But in my life, I used to have, my dad gave me a car when I was in college. Now, it's like they tried to punish me. I had to get a used car. Nothing wrong with a used car. But I didn't pick the car out. He drove it here, there to me. Okay, it didn't have no air conditioner. So, being hot, it makes me angry. Being hot, I get mad. So I had to roll the windows down. Now, he had a car. You could push I got a conversation with my dad. I'll link it below. I'll just say this: all of his cars have always had good air conditioner flowing. Okay, don't teach me no lesson about having no hot car. How to appreciate. And I know my dad and mom watching. Hey, mommy, daddy, they were the subject of that Ask Wendy, and that's a whole other conversation. Though, make sure, child, they were the subject of my Ask Wendy appearance. I wrote some things down on my vision board. I'm jumping around, but vision board, Ask Wendy over here. Okay, but getting back to my dad bringing me his hot car. Okay, I had a car, roll the windows down. Hot, okay? Who wants to feel hot air blowing? Okay, the heat did work. Thank goodness. The heat worked, okay? But every time that car broke down, I was at home. And I drove, baby. I put some miles on that car. But every time it broke down, whether the battery went down, the alternator, the starter, flat tire, or whatever, God always allowed me to be at home, not on side of the road, not at school, not at work, but at home. And I always used to have to bag the car in because I just never knew something was going to be broken. So I learned about cars having a hoopty. Okay, that was a hoopty. Okay, and so I learned a lot. I learned about stuff, a lot of stuff. So I took that and I flipped it. Okay. But getting back to my parents, I wrote some things down on my vision board, and I have a magnetic vision board. I didn't bring it here because I was trying to have my notes and stuff together, but I have a magnetized vision board. I don't necessarily share it publicly, but basically, I put things on there that I want to achieve, or things that I need to stay in the forefront. And a lot of times you'll keep them in your proximity. It could be a piece of paper. It could be a wish jar. It could be a memory box, a gratitude journal, things of that nature where you're writing it down. And it's the power of the pen to actually write it down. Yes, we have phones where we can text stuff down, and that is action, but there is nothing like writing it down with a pen and paper. It just makes it more concrete. I don't know if it's magical or what, but it's just something about writing it down and seeing it. You know what I'm saying? And so I've always written journals since I was a kid, keeping my diaries and journals, and now as an adult, gratitude type journals, and just looking for the positive in every situation. And so that has really helped me. People are like, well, what's your secret to looking so young? And because, honey, let me tell you, I drink Coca-Colas. I stay up late at night. I drink a little alcohol. You know what I'm saying? I'm grown. I don't do no drugs. Ain't never done none of that stuff. But, to each other her own. But ain't none of my thing. You know what I'm saying? But I do stuff. You know what I'm saying? But first of all, it's good genes, delivered naturally. And then it's just like, I feel like keeping myself grounded. You know what I'm saying? Just keeping stuff out, the junk out, trying not to harbor any anger. The mailman, is always watching the news, and he be stressing me out. I can't do nothing about the politics. I can't. But here I am. I'm his sounding board, so I got to sit there. Yeah. Oh yeah. Ooh. But I have to listen to him because it's just us up in here. But it's like I can't get up into the news. I'm saying I get enough news on my phone. I get to learn just what I need to know by interacting online or reading. You know what I'm saying? But I can't just let that eat me alive about, you know, colorful things and colorful commentaries and stuff like that. I'll giggle at some stuff, okay? You know, I'll laugh, but I can't get bogged down in that. Every now and I have a political structure. I voted ever since I was 18 years old. My high school teacher took us to the thing to vote, not the thing, but to the courthouse to register. So when I turned 18, I've been voting ever since. And I'm 51. So you do the math, how long she been voting, okay? I voted in every election, political, presidential, local, state, federal. I mean, I'm a voter, okay? I have very definite opinions about things, but I just choose not to just, go wild with them. You know what I'm saying? Of course, I'm supporting Kamala Harris. Oh, y'all look, my Amazon haul. I got this book finally. Why y'all didn't tell me this book was heavy? I just got it today. It's Barack Obama. What is it called? A Promised Land. Is it up here? Yeah, A Promised. The white is watching it out. But anywho, Barack Obama, A Promised Land. So I got this book, y'all. This book is heavy. It just came today from Amazon. So let me just show you the Amazon haul right quick. What else do I have up in here? Oh, trying to stay centered and grounded, y'all. I got this. What is it called? I think it's a humidifier. Not a humidifier. What is it? Oh, aromatherapy diffuser. Can you see the aromatherapy diffuser? I got this from Amazon. It was like $25, and then they had like a little coupon. But I'm like, okay, is there a charger? How do I make this thing work? Wasn't nothing in here but this. I'm like, okay, now I see a little hole. No, that's screws. Child, I don't even know. Is it magic? Do I just tell it to come on? I got to figure this thing out. But $25, and it had like a lighter color one that really goes with the room I was going to put it in, like an oak. But the brown one was like with a 10% extra off, and the lighter colored one was just 5% off. So, I got the chocolate one. So I'm like, oh, is it like food too? So, yeah, Amazon. And what else did I get today? Oh, child, let me tell you, the UPF people, they probably like, not this house again, yes, because the USPS folks almost PS'd me off because they took so long to bring my FENTY. It was just, and I know Steph MD was trying to get her honey's handmade stuff, and they had it held hostage. Look, y'all, and this right here, you can't even see what it is, but it's like a plastic something. It's a laser Susan, and it's supposed to be like a little rotating makeup organizer. I got 2 of them, y'all. Because if you follow me, Rich Roots, I know y'all know me, Steph MD, y'all. I could be giving y'all a makeup room tour. I took everything once we got the air conditioner working, and we had some more stuff cut out to make it. Because okay, my creative space is up above the garage, so it's hot, okay, because it's hot, okay, and the air ductwork was not really big enough to really heat and cool the area, so it was always like if it was cold outside, it was cold in there. If it was hot outside, it was hot in there. And so, I got window units, and had like portable heaters and stuff, but it was just like, so when the air went out, I told you my nephew was an HVAC guy. Hey, y'all, and cousin, they hooked us up, y'all. And I thank God that I was saving money. We were saving money so that not buying lunch, going out. How the pandemic really just flipped things. You know what I'm saying? So not having to go to work to buy gas, and not having to go to work. You got food at home, but you go call in the Jason's Deli or call in the Domino's man that I was at an entanglement with. Just joking. He was always extra nice to me, and so I appreciate that. And so it was just saving money. I on my list, save money. And so when the HVAC broke, even though you might have a nephew and family that's in the HVAC business, they ain't working for free. You got to pay them people. You got to pay them. And so we were just really, really blessed to be able to get it fixed. Okay. So it's like, oh, Lord, thank you. Because it was hot in Memphis. Child. But anywho, On my vision board, I had some things written down. So I wanted to get organized and all of that. So when it got the air conditioning fixed with the extra cool air blowing in there, cold in there, I moved all my beauty stuff from downstairs because I was going to have my creative space and my hair stuff and makeup and stuff. And just one area. Just look, this is going to be the diva room. You go up in here, it's everything in here in one place. You just come up here and it's paradise. It's yellow and it's bright. But now, y'all, I'm moving the makeup stuff back downstairs. I know, y'all. Oh, my God. She tired. She is so tired. Then I did Janky much. That's why she tired. But the reason I am moving the beauty back downstairs, first of all, I have a lot of crafting supplies that you ain't never seen. A lot. I do a lot. I do a lot, y'all. But y'all just don't know yet. But it just wasn't feeling right up there. You know what I'm saying? It's no bathroom up there, so there's no water. I mean, I've got the vanity mirror and everything, but it just didn't feel right. I need to just be able to run into the bathroom. So I'm dragging all of that hoo-ha back downstairs. And so I ordered these things, some carousels, but I don't know what, some vanity thing. I'll put the link below. You can just look at it if you just want to see what I'm talking about, because I ain't doing no good job right now. And if you happen to buy something, it will be in my Amazon shop or an Amazon affiliate. I like to be disclosing everything because I ain't trying to get in no trouble with the FTC people, Federal Trade Commission. You know, that's a whole other conversation. But one of them little laser Susan things I've been obsessed with. Not tiny houses, no. But what do you call them? Like small spaces, decorating in like New York. I am obsessed with those videos. People living in like 252 square feet total. I'm like, I could, but not with all this hoo-ha up in here. But I just love looking at the way they organize and how everything, you've got to make it work in those spaces. And so it just makes me appreciate being in the South, having a little extra room, you know what I'm saying, a little headroom. And so it's like, okay, so I saw someone have one of these in their room, and it was like, oh my goodness, I need that. So, you know, crazy lady had to get two of them just in case she needed to, because, you know, one of them beauty girls, you always got to be team too much. But on my vision board from last year, I'm trying to keep my notes together in my head. I put on there, I wanted to get on a particular nationwide TV show. So this was January. I had wrote my notes and everything. Well, I got sick in February from the flu. I don't know what that is, but thank God for the recovery. Okay, because I recovered, the mailman recovered. So that was before we knew the pandemic was happening. Okay, and so I said, oh, I want to be on that show. I want to go there. I want to go there. I want to do this. It didn't happen there. Fast forward, because of the pandemic, because normally I would be at work when Wendy Williams is on, and I've shared the story, but I had a chance to scratch off my bucket list to be on national TV by being on the Wendy Williams show in the Ask Wendy segment. And the question was about my parents. It was no shade. It was for real, for real. My parents are now following me on various social media platforms. My dad is on Facebook. I don't like Facebook, but I'm there. Conspiracy theorist. Oh my gosh, my dad. Oh, could you please stop sending me this stuff? And then my mom, I gave her my old iPhone 10 when I upgraded to the 11 or whatever. And so she went from a flip phone that was not ringing. And so now she's on my Instagram. And, you know, it's like, so when I got the chance to go and ask Wendy question, that was the question I asked. And Wendy told me to block my parents. But, you know, it was hilarious. My family knew all about it. So it wasn't like shady. I wasn't part of the shady bunch. I wasn't being disrespectful. I wasn't being disobedient. My family knew. But let me tell you, if anybody got an old flip phone out there, send it to me. I need to give it back to her because, hey, mommy. Okay, y'all. Oh, I got some comments. Hold on. Okay, and then Parker Party of Two says, yes, it did. Barbara Lane, welcome to the building. Thank you, sis. A very blessed and happy new year to each and every one of you from Beaumont, Texas, in the building. Were you near the storm that I was watching? I did watch a little bit of the news. There was some activity, I think, bad weather in Texas. So hopefully, sis, you are safe and protected. So yeah, so doing the vision boards can be very, very helpful to keep it on your forefront as to what you want in your life. You know what I'm saying? And so I do that every year, whether it's a piece of paper or a wish list or something. I have to, make a plan. I don't do resolutions or anything, but just goals as to what you have set for your life. And I was just on Parker Party of Two's live and rest. I think I have some notes on here. Let me see. I wrote down some things. So let me just go so I can get y'all out of here for 9 o'clock. I want to do 1 hour and 1 hour only. Okay. Okay, on my list, I had some YouTube goals for then and for now. It's to, like I said, to collaborate and to live stream. I want to get the earnings up. You know what I'm saying? You have goals set, and then you know what? I'm very, very fortunate to be on the platform. I accept, you know what I'm saying, where I am, and I'm just grateful just to keep growing. I had on my list that I wanted to increase the earnings. Once upon a time, I was not monetized. I was, and then I wasn't, and then now I was again, or I am. And so I really wanted to just continue. And so this has been a great year. It just, I'm still working. I'm saying, like sitting at home. No, not a full-time thing, but I am just appreciative of, what I'm saying, just understanding how the platform works, and just for it to be there, to be a supplement to, what you do. You do what you love. Okay. And yeah. So on my list of things I want to do in 2021 and beyond is to rest. I want to rest. I want to read more. Even though I got cussed out for being a reader, I want to continue to read. I'm not into the conspiracy theories. I'm not into just stuff that's being passed along on internet, on the YouTube, not the YouTube, but yeah, the YouTube streets too. But people just read something and pass it on. I like to know. I'm a librarian. I have to vet this stuff. I need to know that ain't real. I have kids. I have to be responsible for a librarian to help them understand social media and the internet and research, and you know what I'm saying, just being good digital citizens. I'm responsible for that. So I can't just be all willy-nilly accepting whatever somebody's passing. I got to protect my energy. You got to set boundaries for people, because people will cross all in your lane and try to contaminate your space with your mindset. No. I want to do more partnerships. Did I spell that right? Partnerships and collabs. I want to do more of those type of things. Just building a family and community and sisterhood and brotherhood here on YouTube or other spaces. I enjoy that. And so I love it because I'm a yapper. And this is just yapping up. Sign me up for being a yapper. I got it, honestly, from my daddy. Okay. And my daddy father was a preacher. Okay. Bible thumping Southern Baptist. Okay. So I got it on both sides. My mother's father was in the military, and so my dad was in the military. It was like, child, I was just determined. Okay. Let's see. Oh yeah, vision boards can be public or private. Like I said, you can have a wish jar, a gratitude journal, a journal, sticky notes, or whatever it is you need to keep your goals on your forefront. Do that. And y'all, 2020 allowed me to really start my lock journey, and I am so happy that I was able to do it. I was already contemplating, okay, if I start my lock journey, I'm gonna have to start wearing wigs to work, because not because I was ashamed or anything, but just keeping the consistency and just to be private. Because when I cut off my relaxed hair and transition, I did it with braids. I had 1 wig or 2 wigs, but that wig life, it was not about me. I'm not a wiggy. Okay. I mean, maybe at some point, but right now, But I was like, well, I'm gonna have to get a wig, so that I can just do it discreetly, because cussing somebody out is still an option. If you get in my personal space, if you say something out of line to me, and you say something, this thing, it don't even have to be cursing or profanity, but just getting with you. You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna come up and say something to me about my personal, what's wrong with your hair, or what you doing. You ain't got no beautician, all that kind of stuff. Don't judge another person by your standards, okay? And then the same people that's talking about your transition or your this, when it gets to approvable view or how it looks in their eyes, oh, I like that. Oh, but you didn't like it when I was in the struggle bus. Okay. You got to take and trust the process. That was one of the best things I embraced as going natural and having a life journey. It's just trusting the process. So 2020 granted me the permission to transition into a lock journey. I love it. I've got it pent up right now because it's just pent up, you know, but I let it run loose. But I'm going to shampoo it because I got my whatever month is, because I started in April, and then fast forward to January would be how many ever month? April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December, January. 9 months. Oh my God. I could be 9 months. Okay. But yeah, so I want to do reading, resting, partnerships, and collabs in 2021 and beyond. Like I said, we're still here regardless of how devastating 2020 was. We still here. We still got breath in our bodies to push forward and keep it moving. I have just been so grateful for the love and support from family and friends, whether it's, you know, my real family, my online family who supports me, my BFF in the DMV, and I have a great circle. I don't have I mean, I am in a sorority, but I just have like my immediate everyday circle of friends and family. It's just tight. You know what I'm saying? I like to keep it tight so that it's just, you know, doesn't get too overwhelming, because I'm my only child, and so having all of that extra around me was always like, people are overrated. Okay, overrated. Like I said, I was able to save money by not going to work and buying lunch and gas. I mean, if you know me and the people I work with, we love to eat. Okay, we love to throw down. Was able to replace the HVAC system, because now I can't stand to be hot. Even though it might be 30 something degrees outside, I'm hot. I can't stand that feeling of being hot, and if you flashing too hot. Okay, I feel like I avoided a real quarantine 15. I avoided the quarantine 15, but I did get a little something. But I just felt like, you know, HelloFresh has kept me, you know, managing it, because the 2018 me, I had like a fat face, because again, the people at work love to eat, and we were balling out of control. Fried pork chops and gravy, rice and gravy, cabbage, cornbread, mashed potatoes and gravy. I mean, at lunch, and then you come home and eat. Child, my face was getting so round. So had I not had HelloFresh, I probably would have gotten a little bit more round. And also, I felt like the D-Night dance parties here in the house, at your house, virtual dance parties. So really, if you really felt the groove and you got up and danced, oh yeah, you was definitely getting those steps in, moving and grooving and staying active, and it was helping the mind stay active as well. Like I said, family members were able to recover from sickness. Hallelujah. Thank you, Jesus. And then I've had family members who were able to retire from dangerous jobs. Okay. So I'm just so happy that 2020 was a blessing in that way, because it did get a little hairy sometimes. A lot of times people will tell you to move in silence. And I understand that you're not being secretive, but you're just, you know what, you're working on something, you're doing something, and sometimes it ain't ready for public revelation. So sometimes you have to move in silence. Okay. You have to move in silence for some things. And then when you can, there is a sharing time. When it's time to share, there is absolutely nothing wrong with sharing, because if you share too soon, sometimes you can have people in your corner. Well, you can't do that. Well, that don't make no sense. So you don't allow them to put their, you know, on your thing, because you have been given something that you have to do, a job that has been put into your head, into your heart, that you've got to do. So don't let them, you know, take that from you. One of the funniest things I thought that people were Googling, smoogling, how to wash your hands. I'm like, really, people, you need to see a video on how to wash your hands? But I felt like I said, my BFF and I, we were germaphobes. And so we were ready for this, but just people didn't know to wash their hands. Now, I'll tell you another story. being in this area, we have casinos here, like in Mississippi. Well, in like from the coast to the from the coast to the tip. Okay, you got casinos between from the Biloxi, Mississippi coast, Gulf Coast, Mississippi, Vicksburg, Mississippi, and then you got Tunica, Robinsonville. So north, central to the top, you got casinos. And so I'm grown. I have been in a casino a time or two in my life. Okay. Now, I am someone, if I, and this can be anywhere, but I'm just saying casinos because that's what's on my mind. People will go into if I'm on the little penny machine, and I'll go in there and wash my hands before I go into the stall, or I'm washing before. This is you go in there when you were still not afraid to touch stuff. I mean, I was already like, okay, but sanitizer. Okay, but I would go in, I would wash my hands, and then go in and come back out, and then you wash it again. I'm at the thing washing, and I will see people come in, people go out, never stop by the hand washing place. That's why we got germs sometimes. It's like, okay, people going to you with the habits of some humans. I would almost want to live in a bubble. Okay. Other things that people were looking for this year: how to make hand sanitizer, how to make a mask, without sewing, virtual learning, child, asynchronous, TikTok, coin shortages. Where is all the coins? I don't even know. So the funny thing, not funny, but just things that you find out that people are looking for and searching for 2020. It's just a lot more, but those are just some things that stuck out to me. That you don't know how to wash your hands. Okay, you use soap. And so a lot of people were asking about, are you going to take the vaccine? At this point, I'm not ready, because first of all, it's for me. This is me and my body. Okay. That it's too new for me. That, okay, it hit us, and then all of a sudden you got something that's going to fix it. Oh no, I don't need no at this time. I'm going to wait. And I think, a lot of times as educators, they want to put us in the pool now of essential workers to take it. To be continued. Okay. That's all I got to say about that. Okay. So I'm getting to my favorite words for 2020. Janky, she was janky. Before the pandemic hit, I was taking y'all along my work journey on my janky vlogs, my ride along vlogs with me. I miss those. I do enjoy vlogging, but ain't nothing to vlog here in the house, but I do want to bring a few cooking videos this year. So that's forthcoming. And again, Steph, I had my word entanglement. My word of the year was entanglement. So I do, like I said, have 2021 goals that I do have. And like I said, I want my God to keep ordering my steps and just keeping me and my family and you and your family. When something is on your mind, listen. Sometimes you got to be quiet. You got to be still to listen. Whether it's you're Christian or not, it will still come to you that this is what you're supposed to be doing. This is your mission in life. Listen to that. Okay. Not everybody wants to be a YouTuber. It may be that you want to do other things, but just listen in the quietness and the stillness of it all. And I feel like it will be revealed to you. I feel like with noise and you're trying to do too much, you're always on our phones and we're doing stuff. I like my best work, my best visions, my best revelations come to me up in the night. People are like, do you ever go to sleep? You up at 2 o'clock? Well, I don't sleep all day, so it's okay to be up at 2-3 a.m. But I just feel like quiet time is just when it comes. Yeah. Shady brands beware. Okay, I was gonna do a dedicated video for this, and I still may, but let me just put it out right here. Okay, shady brands beware. First of all, I don't need any wigs. I don't need a dog beds. I don't need a boar bristle brush. I don't need kids' toys. I don't need cheap gadgets. I don't need stuff that I already own. If you are a YouTuber, you are cracking up right now. Oh, 11 comments. I know y'all are laughing because you already know. And we're going to get back to this. Let me acknowledge the comments. I apologize. Okay, let me see. Okay, well, I can't say. Okay, we started back with Barbara. Marquita was still in the building. Yes. Parker says amen. Marquita says, yeah, I was always wearing wigs before my locks because I like them. Yeah, I mean, you know what I'm saying? To each his or her own. My opinions and my thoughts are always mine. I had never tried to put my thoughts on somebody else. Girl, you shouldn't be wearing no wig. You shouldn't be wearing makeup. I ain't got nothing to do with none of that. It's like I'm gonna just run this little lane right here. But yeah, wigs have come a long way, child. I remember them wigs back in the day. It's like blue wig, but now wigs are fabulous. Okay. Makita says she started back because she missed them, and she's got some cute little shortcuts. You know what I'm saying? I can understand if you want to change, and it might be time to wash day or whatever. But I can get with it. I appreciate watching the video. Excuse me, watching the video. Okay, hey Parker says, hey love. I just love the community that we have here and what we do. When you're on a live with somebody, most times we'll go back, we'll shout each other out, put the information about whoever has the YouTube, either they recognize their avatars and stuff here. I'll go back and put people's channels in my description box because I'm like, hey, that's the least I can do, okay? Makita says, I wanted to wear them before they got long. I know, because you would have to wrap all them locks and put a wig cap on it. But I've seen people do it, but when they get all down, wig game over. Okay, wig game over. Yes, girl. I mean, I just enjoy just coming on here talking. I wanted my locks to breathe and grow before I start putting them in a wig, and that's why I waited to enjoy the beginning stages. Absolutely, I totally feel that. Like right now, I don't even want my hair to grow. I've said that in earlier videos. It's like I'm enjoying where my hair is right now, but I'm enjoying every phase of it. And it could be that when it gets to a particular point, it's like, okay, I might want to put on a wig, okay? But for right now, that is not the journey that I'm on. But I can appreciate the next woman or man or whoever is on to cover their hair with a wig. I mean, that's your business. That's your business, honey. That's your business. You know what I'm saying? I need to wash my hair overdue. I understand, girl, but we from them superstitious in the back. I'm kind of not really superstitious, but I don't try to test it. Like washing clothes on New Year's Day. I don't wash on New Year's Eve. I don't wash on New Year's Day. Even though I feel like some lazy child came up with that and told their superstitious parent, oh, mama, I heard it's bad luck to wash. But I don't play no games. I'm like, that I'm not gonna be responsible for. Like you supposedly washing someone out your life. Okay, I don't know, but I ain't never tested that out. I missed out on cooking the greens on the first of the year, but I ain't playing with that one. Makita says, Dag, I've been losing count how long I've been locked. I know. Once I get to the 1 year mark, Makita, I think I'm stopping counting. I just wanted to get to the 1 year mark. I want to, it was like the first week 2, week 3, week 4, then it was month 1, all the way to month whatever. Once I get to the 1 year, I'm thinking that content is going to be, oh, that's the lady that's making crafting videos, or she's cooking, oh, but she's natural. Oh, this lady that's making beauty videos, oh, but she's got locks. Okay, it's not going to be necessarily the main focus, but that's what I'm saying today. Okay, who knows what's going to happen. Okay, so I got all of the comments. Let me go back to where I was with the shady people, with the shady brands. Yeah, hold on, y'all, because I want to get this over with. We almost running. Ooh, we're over. Oh gosh. Okay. Okay. So shady brands. I will not buy your hoo-ha on Amazon or give you my PayPal information so that you can gain the Amazon review system. A lot of times after I've made a live when I'm talking about brands or mentioning branding or stuff like that, I get all of these responses from people wanting to send you this, and I will, send you this and give me your PayPal. No. If you're watching this video, shady brands, no. There are companies out there that are reputable where you can professionally collaborate, where they're going to respect your time as a creator and compensate you for talking about their product. Nobody, this heat up in here that's hotting me out, it ain't free. Okay, but if a company is reaching out, well, we want to send you this boar bristle brush. What am I going to do with a boar bristle brush? What am I going to do with a dog bed? Ain't no kids. You ain't seen no dogs in my videos. You ain't seen no kids running around needing no Tonka toys. I don't want this, but I know it can be enticing as a creator, thinking, oh, they're going to send me this stuff and I can review it. I get it for free. That gets old. Well, for me, that would get old. You know what I'm saying? And it gets old with the people reaching out when you realize, when you say, well, no, here's my rate card. If you can send it to me, I can tell the people I got it from your company. Here is, the review, and you want to compensate me for that. And I will tell the people this is a sponsored video, but they don't want to talk about none of that. They want you to just promote their brand. It's almost like if I keep telling you support me, but I don't give you no comeback to say, hey, check out these channels, check out Marquita's channel, check out Parker Positive 2's channel. You know what I'm saying? Why would it just be all about me? And that's what it feels like when a brand is reaching out to send their hoo-ha that costs 15 cents. But some things might be a little bit more expensive. Some people do get wigs, some people do get, stuff, but I had to make a choice. And let me just say this. This is my choice. Anyone, especially if you're a content creator, you manage your channel the way that you need to manage your channel. But for me, I am over companies wanting to use me. And even if they want you to, do I'm going to send you this, because I've had a couple companies to reach out, and it's a mutual, like influencer. You know what the time that is. You're getting good stuff for free. You make a review or you do this. It's understood. I signed up for that. I know what the game is, or what what I'm saying, the program is. Like the Ivy Box. I'm gonna keep rocking with the Ivy Box, okay? But just random companies, because you have a platform, they want to send you stuff. Okay, sometimes I've gotten the facial brush. Okay, I got that. I understood what it was. Okay, I'll do this. Okay, but then companies that, we don't have a budget, but you selling stuff. And I don't have the time to do your stuff for free. And even if, what is it in it for the creator? And I could see if a company is sending you the facial brush, you might need a facial brush. Oh, okay, yeah, I'll take this. I'll work that, and I'll do a review. It's not gonna be a dedicated review. I'll throw it in with something else. You know what I'm saying? But when you have a company that wants to reach out and send you a dog bed, and you ain't got a dog, that means they don't know you. They don't care about you. They don't care. They just want to get their platform or their name, sell some stuff on your back. They're not going to put your video on their Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, whatever. So what is in it for the creator that you are trying to use? Think about it. I know a lot of creators are new and they haven't maybe experienced it yet. In the beginning, maybe, oh, yes. But after a while, it looks like, oh, no. Anyway, but that's my little soapbox about the companies. Please, shady brands, do not reach out to me, because I'm not interested. I have so many screenshots of people that I was gonna so I don't have to do it now. But it's just like, who told you I wanted that? And then when you tell them I'm not interested, or this is not for me, well, can you just do a review? Or why would I do that? You want to, and the way when I say game the system on Amazon, that means maybe their products are being sold on Amazon. They're not moving, or they may be moving. But what they do is, because Amazon has cracked down on reviews. Okay, so you can't, if you buy something on Amazon, it shows up as a verified purchase. Okay, let me, in case you're new, I bought this book. I bought this book with my own money. When I want to review this book, I can go on Amazon and write a review, and it will show up verified review, verified purchase, because Amazon knows that when I purchased this book, I bought it with my money. However, let's say, for example, shady company selling this thing. They want to move these things. So they're being sold on Amazon, but rather than them, which would normally be a situation if you're going to work with the brand, which lets you know when they're shady, they got this thing. Well, just send it to me. I want you to review this. Okay, well, send it to me and I'll review it. Okay, if you're gonna have that type of mutual, you're trying to get your chops wet. Okay, send me this hoo-ha and I'll review it. No. We want you to. You want this? It costs $10. I want you to go buy it on Amazon. Spend your money out there. First of all, you don't know if it's a scammer or what. So they want you to go spend your money on the line to buy this. Okay. And I'm just picking on this, but they want you to buy this. And then in turn, okay, now that you bought this and spent your own money on it, and Amazon shipped it because it looks like a verified purchase. So I will, now when you send me the order number, I can then reimburse you plus any type of foreign exchange fee to your PayPal. Now, first of all, why would you want to give well, let me say why would I want to give a stranger my PayPal information? With hackers out there, people being able, you don't know if you're dealing with a real company. If anybody want to do unscrupulous things, I just didn't want to do it. And then second of all, I am an Amazon influencer. Why I just feel like even though Amazon is not, gonna sit you down and make you rich, it is a different stream of income. And my fear, and I don't have a lot of fears in life, but for lack of a better word, is I don't want to be in a sting operation that they are cracking down on these companies, because it's coming, cracking down on these companies that's reaching out to these creators and doing stuff trying to get, when it's called gaming the system. So they got the hoo-ha, you buy the hoo-ha, they under the table pay you back for buying their hoo-ha. Okay, that's gaming the system, because if you have a good hoo-ha, it's gonna sell. I bought this book on my own. It's something I needed. If it's something that you need, people will find a way to get it. And I just feel like, for me, and I can sleep at night, I ain't got to go around the way, play games and try to get over, because it just never works. It never works. Brands, shady brands, don't reach out. But if you are someone who wants to work in a collaboration, there are plenty of marketplaces that are out there already set up that you have to, I won't say qualify for, but you have to apply to, and they will sponsor you. You negotiate your price, and they want you to promote their things. Now, a lot of bigger YouTubers have partner managers, but you can still make it on your own to do it. And I've been lazy, I'll be honest, because I don't want to be writing. You have to write a proposal and tell them why your channel or you could best, be picked. I've done a few brand deals in the past, and I prefer that method, because it's not like you are being dishonest. First of all, this is a company. It's like celebrity endorsements. You think the celebrities weren't getting paid to endorse whatever, but the key is to only endorse things that you believe in. Okay, if I was going to get a new, okay, I'm shooting with my Sony ZV-1. If Sony wanted me, which who knows, Sony wants to, hey, we want smaller YouTubers who are using this camera made exclusively or in the mind for content creators in mind. We want 100 of y'all to, we're going to sponsor y'all. Why wouldn't I? Because I'm using this. This is the same camera that I was using when I was on the Wendy Williams show. And the producers of this multi-million-dollar production thought I was being fed from, what they say, a studio. They thought I was in somebody's news studio using, I don't know, something. But I don't have my lights set up like I did then, but I had everything set up. I had all of my lights set up. I had the camera settings right. They thought I was, doing something. So no. So yeah, there's a way to do it and to earn money, whether it's YouTube revenue. If you are going to reach out to brands, it's, and I'll just say this: we have to figure out that the companies are in business to make money. Everybody can't be their, brand ambassador. So I understand that. But if you find a company or brand that you mesh with, or even if it's, like I said, you have an affiliate link to where you can earn money talking about things that you believe in, by all means, whether it's Amazon, whether it's directly working with brands or companies that you shop with, and you buy something. Oh, I got this from Amazon. I'm an Amazon influencer. So why wouldn't I? You know what I'm saying? If I like it, you know what I'm saying? You never know. So Amazon is not going to make you independently wealthy with just selling a few things. So you have to really move a lot of things, because their return is small, but every step helps, every penny helps, right? So it's great to have multiple streams of income. And that is what I learned from Lisa Irby back in like 2013 or something like that, before I earned my very first penny, because there were so many people, oh, do this, try this, buy this course, buy this, do. And she was putting it out there. Not that you have to give everything for free, because I felt like her time was valuable. She didn't have to tell anybody what she was doing. Okay. And so that is my forever mentor. Okay. To show you how you can be ethical and honest and still, you know what I'm saying, work it for your benefit and help others. You know what I'm saying? And so that is always on the forefront of my mind. I don't know everything. I don't know everything. I have people reaching out for help, and I try to help where I can, but I don't know everything. But the things I do know, I do try to share and help where I can. My inbox, and you don't have to say anything, my inbox get full when we're reaching out to each other, chatting back and forth, my helping them helping me with things. And so it's just like, okay, behind the scenes, you just never know. But, I like to just be the person I would like to meet. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, be the change you want to see. And I like to be the kind of person that I want to meet. If I can't help you, I sure ain't gonna hurt you. And now sometimes I do want to put the folks in the headlock, but that's human nature. But just reality, for real though. Yeah, I just want to be a good person. And I do know that not everybody is going to have your best interest at heart. Not everybody is going to support you. And you cannot wear your feelings on your sleeve, because people will betray you, real life, online, wherever. People will get you. And if you've been out here long enough, you've seen these YouTube beefs where folks been in love and them fell out. Now, all dirty laundry is out. So who wants to do that? So just always be mindful of what your goals are and what you're here for, and how you want to conduct your business, conduct your life, conduct yourself. Okay. And yeah. Oh, I got another comment. Hold on, y'all. Then we're gonna get ready to get up out of here. Okay. Pocket Party of Two said that she needs to get that book. Girl, this book is about £2. Because let me see, how many pages is it? It was on sale. It retails for $45. The book list price is $45, but I think I got it from Amazon for like 20 something. So this book with the index and everything, the last number in this book, I'm gonna see if my little product thing showcase is working on this phone. On the phone, what is this camera? The last page in this book. Let me see. Can I show you? Maybe the light is washing it out. 751 pages. But I can't wait to get started reading it. So yeah, I'm looking forward to reading this book. And I will drop everything in my Amazon shop. Sometimes I forget to do that. I forget to ask you all to thumbs up the video. I don't know if you want to share it. I don't know what's shareable about a yapping live. But if you want to subscribe, I would appreciate it. I do all kinds of stuff. Cook sometimes. I got multiple channels. I'm trying to corral my stuff into one. Who knows, right? Stick with me on 2021. I'll get it right. Hopefully in 2021 that I don't have to have all of these channels, and we can just come here for this. Okay. But YouTube is like, well, you need to niche down and have a cooking channel over here and have. I'm a whole person. So I'm trying to figure that part out. Okay. I think that's everything. Yep. That's everything. I've held y'all 28 minutes longer than I wanted to be here, and she hot and hungry. I hope that you will have a very great evening, whatever you're going to be doing with your night. Let me cheers, let me toast to you in my Wendy mug. Okay. One of my dreams came true with this lady right here. Oh, and yes, Duchess Kiki reached out earlier. The Wendy biopic that's another word they were looking for in 2020. Biopic, because everybody had one. But the Wendy movie is coming out, I think, on Lifetime. I got to find a way to do it, because I cut my cable cord in February. Ooh, child. You might have to go break the code and go to somebody's house that still got cable. Or maybe it'll be streaming online. Maybe somebody who has cable will let me anyway, log in with it. Anyway, I'm gonna find a way, because I know Wendy, and Wendy has never been an angel. She's never denied her past, and that's what I really love about Oprah. Two different things. Wendy and Oprah, two different people, same kind of career, inspiration to me. Black women doing the thing, yapping for a living. Oh my God, I love that. But Wendy, she did it. Okay, she did it her way, and she survived on the other end. And so anybody who can say it like they mean it, and you know what I'm saying, you might not like it. Everybody ain't for everybody. You know what I'm saying? Everything ain't for everybody. And so, yeah. But anywho, I bid you good night. Happy the ending of 2020, y'all. If we hold on a few more hours, we would have made it through one for the books, because 2020 was one for the books, y'all. And 2021, I am wishing you peace, love, and happiness, all the magic that you need in your life, the love, the blessings, the lessons that you might have to learn in 2021, as myself, that you're able to come out on the other side better, Okay, just remember, you've got the power. You're divinely orchestrated. Whether you came from whatever you believe, the Big Bang Theory, or if you believe that, you know what I'm saying? And so I just feel like whatever, you got to have something, even if you don't believe in nothing. How did you get here? You know, how, I ain't gonna sing, but how did you get here? So you got to have something. Okay, we gotta have something to hold on to, something to believe. So I do appreciate you all for joining me on this live stream. And I'm gonna try to close out. I've been doing a little work on the back end, y'all. I'm trying to see if I can close out. I thank you for watching. Entanglement was the word of the year for me. I love you to the moon and back. Subscribe if you want to. May your heart be filled with purple joy, peace, and love. I'm out.